One more time. Unto the breach. Hello, everyone. Welcome to what is gearing up to be the final of the Apocalypse streams. These are the rules. I doubt many of them are still relevant. But, you know, it's nice to look back at where we started. Hey, Ole. Speaking of where we started, while I talk for a bit, let me jump over to the live scene. Ooh, we've caught the animation at just the right time. I kind of want to see the last look at our original team. Well, no, not our original team, but the team we used to beat the Elite Four. Well, not the Elite Four, because this game didn't do that, but the Pokemon champion. And here they, well, okay, here, they're here they are. Almost all of them are dead. But there they are. There's Baywatch, and Libre, and Krusty, and Hachiko, and Memnon, and Hind. All of them. And most of them will be looking down at us from whatever the Pokemon equivalent of the afterlife is, as we take on this final and last challenge. Alrighty, here we are in a cave. Before we get started, what a gang of lads indeed. Absolute champions, for sure. Before we get into it, the first thing I want to do is I have some candies. I want to give one to Rouge. Just the one. To get it to level 71. Thank you. And the last one will go to our next headliner. Go, my son. My daughter, sorry. Assume your final form. What? Ignatia is evolving? There we go. I mean, what a... It really is a full circle kind of journey that the very last of these streams would include an evolution. Quiver Dance? I don't know what that does. You've been replaying a game? What game have you been replaying, Ole? Boosts special attack, special defense, and speed. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, maybe we get rid of, Damn! Okay, we're getting rid of Bug Bite. I didn't see the special attack on this guy. Holy shit! Ignatia, over 200 special attack. That's insane. Alright. We need to go through Ignatia's moves just one last time. Just so that we can pick the very best. Because I think Ignatia is gonna be our main go-to against Flame Body isn't that good, but like whatever. Ignatia is probably gonna be our main go-to against CalyREKT and his big dumb horse. Alright, special attack, that's good. Flare Blitz is good, but it has recoil, and it's also physical attack. And Double Edge is kind of the same. Like, these two I'm not super sure about. So let's just check our... also, I want to check Rouge. Rouge, I think, will be okay. I don't think... I mean, we can probably get rid of, like, Air Slash or something. And replace it with a Dragon move. Tailwind and Hurricane I want to keep. Yeah, you're pretty even around the board, Rouge. You've been playing Greedfall? What's Greedfall? I feel like I've heard the name, but I haven't... I'm struggling to think of it at the moment. I think here's my reasoning. Flamethrower is only 90%, right? It's only 90 damage. But Ignatia's special attack is crazy high, so Flamethrower is going to be really good, and it doesn't have recoil. Fire Blast is like a better option, but it has lower accuracy and only 5 uses. Flamethrower has 15 uses. So I think I want to use this instead of Flare Blitz. But here's the other thing. If we feel good about Flare Blitz, if we would prefer Flare Blitz, then it's a move that Ignatia just learned through like level up, so we can go and remember it. So it's not that big of a deal. But I don't love moves with recoil. Fantasy action RPG from a French studio called Spiders. Gross. Bad name for a studio. Horrible name for a studio. Disgusting. How dare. How dare you. Okay, now I want another, I don't necessarily want another fire attack, but I do want another special attack. I think special... Because Ignatia's special attack is outrageous. It's outrageous. Okay, so, I think Dragon Pulse is also one of those things that sort of appeals to me, because even though it's kind of weaker than some of the other dragon moves I have, those dragon moves have a downside that I don't love. Namely, like Outrage, for instance, traps you in it. And I don't love moves that do that, because if I use Outrage and it turns out to be the wrong decision, we're screwed. We're screwed for a full turn. It's not a AAA level budget and polish, but it's got some very obvious jank and cut corners, but you like it. Oh, okay. You say it's a fantasy action RPG. Do you mean like in the Souls-like model, where there's like, stamina management and huge, enormous boss fights and things like that? Or do you mean more in the, like, Fable model, in the, like, Skyrim model? I can only understand things through references. Darkest Lariat. Oh, I haven't taught anyone Darkest Lariat yet. And we won't. I don't need to. I have the power here. None but me. Ooh, Dragon Claw, actually, I might teach to Rouge. Rouge. I'm kind of okay with that. Psychic? Ignatia, why can you learn Psychic? That's stupid. Why can you learn this? You're a bug. Rouge, why can you learn Psychic? In fact, I'm not going to teach Ignatia Psychic. The whole reason I'm putting... Okay, so here's my question, right? Is Bug weak to ice? Because that was something I was worried about. Is Bug weak to ice? I don't, like, I'm worried that, Ignatia, I'm going to throw them into that final fight, and I'm going to be so, like, hell yeah, we're just going to tear this apart. I'm double strong against both of you. And then it's going to get in there, and then it's going to do, like, one ice attack and absolutely murder my good child, which I don't want. Is this the one... Oh, critical hits. No. There's like a Shadow Strike or something, which is a ghost move that can't miss. Or, no, it always goes first. That's what it does. What is... Mega Horn? No. Ignatia doesn't have horns. You fool. You utter cretin. I could teach Ignatia Hyper Beam. I mean, actually, yeah, instead of, we can finally have a Pokemon that learns Hyper Beam instead of Double Edge. Because Hyper Beam does way more damage. It does force you into a cooldown for a turn. But Ignatia's got like 220 special attack. If Hyper Beam hits, it's gonna do so much damage. It'll actually be insane. It'll be crazy. Crazy. Dragon Pulse, this is what I wanted to teach to Rouge. Rouge. You can learn Dragon Pulse instead of Air Slash. Oh. Okay, yeah. Bug and Ice are completely neutral and Ignatius a fire type anyway. So we've got, like, really good advantage against a Psychic Ice type, which is what CalyREKT will be. It's the sort of game where you have companions and dialogue options and side quests and factions. Okay, so it's like a Dragon Age kind of situation. It's a Dragon Age situation, is what you're telling me. Hey, look at my big moth. My enormous moth. Bear witness to my large moth. This isn't the way. This is the way. Let's go fight a horse. Moth versus horse. The ultimate showdown. Let's do it. No! Not a horse! Our one... Broom. Room. What a choice! Stop! Wait! I wish one of them was like, stop, go for it. I'll say wait. Wait! Bryce. It does a few really cool world building choices. Oh, like what? Galastria appeared. Go, Ignatia. Bryce. Again. Once more, Bryce. Is after my ice root carrot. Hi, Lucas. Welcome to the stream. Flamethrower. Fucking toast him. Ooh, toasted. It used thrash. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no. Whoop. Power is steel and rock, which I think is gonna be good. If I don't recall if steel is weak to ice, but rock is strong against ice, so it should be fine. And thrash. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I always thought that ice was good against bug as well. I guess... Let's try an Ultra Ball. Am I supposed to catch this thing? Oh, no, I'm supposed to destroy this thing. Okay, Stone Edge. Boo. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, fool. Foal. Hey. Some level ups. One of them is that instead of being medieval fantasy, it's much more like Renaissance, early modern Europe. Still relatively uncommon, and you'll like it when I see it. That's cool. That's I think that is an interesting setting that not enough games make use of. Lucas, stop. Lucas, do not hurt my brain with your words. I forgot how dumb this rabbit looks. Nay, ice. Rah. Eek! Crown. Burr? Bryce. This is a hell of a... this is a real match of the minds. You love his legs? Yeah, they're the best part of him. Well, no, his big dumb hat. Are you alright? Yes. I feel like someone stepped in to save me. With enormous legs. Like really crazy long ones. That horse dropped something. It's always a good idea to pick up what horses drop. A tuft of white mane hair. You a freak. Mane hair that belonged to the king of bountiful harvests' beloved steed, Galastria. The hair is strong and very flexible. You freak. There's also colonialism happening in the game. Alright, well, yeah. I mean, I would also love to play a fantasy game where there wasn't rampant racism. Imagine if Pokemon used gravity and him stand on the ground. What? Oh. If CalyREKT was forced to stand. How's that hair? It's mane hair. It's from, oh, because he's ice? Yeah, I have no idea. The indigenous islanders you deal with are very pagan Celtic. Oh no. History has not been kind to the pagan Celtics. Your grammar broke for a moment. We should go and help her. Old people are national treasures, I've heard.
Oh, kind visitor. How could I possibly thank you enough for saving the people of this village from that wild horse? I had no idea such a vicious Pokemon still existed in the tundra. Why, it reminded me of that Pokemon in the fairy tales, the loyal steed of the king. But no doubt I am overthinking things. Why does a rabbit need a horse, especially when it can float? What is that you have there? Is that a tuft of white mane hair? I am also a freak, which is why I know that. In the fairy tales, it said that by weaving the hair of the loyal steed together with a radiant blossom grown by the king, it is possible to create the reigns of unity, which link the king with its steed. The game doesn't say colonialism good, just to be clear. No, I know, but it's a very fantasy thing to do that, and I don't know. It becomes a part of the minutia, but like, maybe that's just because that was a really big part of like our history, so it's a good drawing point. And I'm not saying that it can't be done well. You know, I think anything can really be done well if you do it well enough. But like, I don't know, every now and again, I play these games and I see that plot line and I'm just like, oh, hey. So this is... this is happening here too, huh? And I would love to play more games that make me, you know, want to live in the world. And I think that's my biggest thing. Okay, I will continue as this old man in a moment. But one of my biggest things with, like, Legend of Zelda, which is why I like it so much, is that it genuinely does seem like most of the people in Hyrule want to live there. So when evil threatens the land, it feels like more of a threat, and it feels like a better thing when you save it at the end of the day, because people want to be there. I don't feel any kind of way from saving someone in, like, Skyrim or whatever, because their life was shit beforehand, you know? Like, it's not... I wasn't, like, delivering them to paradise. It's just... like, can you make my life marginally better? It's like, this is a video game. It's fantasy. I want to know that I'm making an improved difference to people who, you know, want to be here. And I don't know, I just feel like... I feel like grittiness can add a sense of realism and emotional weight to a story, but I feel like it's been overused a lot in the modern day for, well, quite a long time, actually, especially with fantasy. And I feel... every now and again, having a game come out that is fantasy, but is also sort of happy and cheerful and things like that, I think that that would stand out as a fun and interesting experience now, because it does depict people in a world that would be fun to live in that want to be there. There's a move that forces flying, levitating Pokemon to touch the ground. Isn't that, slam down or something? To touch grass. The next Pokemon game will be about racism. We can only hope. The Game of Thrones hangover? It's not even Game of Thrones, man. It's like, it's been happening for so long. No, like, it happened way before Game of Thrones. Like, Dragon Age, I know games. Give me a minute. Dragon Age... I guess Fable to a degree, like the second Fable game. There've just been so many instances of fantasy going into a more dark, like, oh, wizards are all depressed that they have to learn magic and things kind of angle. And I don't know when that happened. I don't know when, like, being a wizard stopped being fun and whimsical and started being like, ugh, I have to sacrifice the majority of my life to rigorous study, and I'm so pained and broken. But it's just been happening. It's been happening in books and movies and stuff. I think Game of Thrones is a very big example of it, but it was not the progenitor of that process.
In fact, it was my own ancestors who used to weave the reins of unity, following an ancient tradition passed down over many years. They will keep having two evil teams. One does microaggressions, the other one focuses on generational wealth. I mean, fair. Anyway, I want to say more things I like. Go for it, Ole. Hit me with that recommendation. Of course, I myself have never seen any kind of radiant flower, and the method of making the rains has also been lost to time. We wouldn't want this to be easy or convenient, but I'm sure someone will know. In any case, we can't spend all day musing over fairy tales. Weird that I talked about that for so long, right? I must make plans and preparations. That Pokemon could well decide to pay us another visit after all, and it's not like any of us have Pokemon. You started watching the Evangelion movies? Wait, do you mean the... Wait. Like 1.0 and like 2.1, I want to say, or 2.2? You mean the reboots of the Evangelion series? Or do you mean that you watched the Evangelion movie? Oh, okay. I actually haven't seen those. I've heard that there's I've heard that it's like it's very divisive. Like you'll either really love it or not love it. I would suggest that you watch the big movie first, because it came out first, and I think it was meant to be consumed before the reboots, or the redos, they're called. Thank you very much for your help, kind traveler. I think the redos are actually set after the original series. You already watched the first two movies? What do you mean by the big movie, then? One of the major factions in Greedfall is a group called the Bridge Alliance. They are coded as Middle Eastern kind of group. They have turbans, long beards, and names like Sahin and El-Sad. Okay. Are they cool? Like, what's their deal? What do they do? The animation is meh. The one that comes on its own. Do you mean the first? I'm still not entirely sure what you mean by the big movie, because the big movie in my mind would be the end of Evangelion, which is the original movie, and it's technically just like the last episode, I think, or the last few episodes, but cut together. And do you mean that the animation is meh in that episode? Because if you do, I think that one... you're watching the 3 ones, not the end of Eva. But that's what I'm saying, is you should watch the end of Evangelion first, because they come... It's kind of implied that it comes before the 3 ones. The 3 ones were, I believe, set afterwards, or at the very least in a different timeline. And I think that watching the end of Eva will give you, like, a different sort of perspective on them. But, I mean, fair enough. Like, either or. I'm not sure how much it matters, to be honest. You have my thanks for protecting the village, human child. Were I at my full power, I could have tamed my steed and regained its loyalty. But weakened as I am now, I just noticed I have 4 ears. The most I could do was influence its will and make it depart. If only I had the reins of unity, they would have allowed me to tame my steed in short order. Don't you wish there was a thing in this game that had, like, a single word name instead of a sentence? We could make a set. I need a flower. What's that? We can make a set of reins with mane hair from my loyal steed and a flower that I can grow? I can only speak in full, unabridged paragraphs. A flower, yes, but of course. I had assumed that the humans had stopped making the Reins of Unity because they had lost their faith in me. But it was because I lost the power to grow the material needed. I have spent far too long holding my misguided assumptions, it seems, and also not paying attention. Like, this guy wasn't sealed in anything. It's not like he was a genie. that was put into a lamp or whatever. He's just been in this area. Why didn't he, like, take a look at any point in the last 1,000 years? It has been many centuries since I was able to grow a radiant flower. Doing so drains much of my power. You could say it drains me to none. To sow my seed. But for whatever reason, a fraction of my power seems to have returned to me just now. There is only one thing to be done. Let the radiant flower bloom. Yeah, he's talking through Peony. Brrr. That didn't seem... Oh, you're doing more. Okay. Whoa. I just noticed his little... I just noticed his little hands. Look at CalyREKT's little dumb little hands. I love him. I love him so much. Alright, the twist is that they are the scientific pioneers, the great astronomers and mathematicians, and that's an unusual combo that you like a lot. Oh, okay. What, astronomers and mathematicians? Is that the combo you mean? Or do you mean the combo as in, like, Middle Eastern and mathematician? Because I'm pretty sure maths, like, as we know it, the numeric system that we use today, currently, originated there, didn't it? The first movie that you watched pretty much retold the first episode with close to no alterations. The second one added some differences. Yeah, that's how the redos are. They're like they're either... Okay, so here's the thing. They are either reimaginings of the original timeline, or they take place in a new timeline after the original one. I believe. But it's never made clear. That could just be an interpretation, to be honest. So, who knows? You just realized that Peony is here too? Yeah, CalyREKT is speaking through Peony. Crowners, bloomers. Take this, human child. Oh, cool. And now I have to make rains? Why am I expected to know how to do this? Pant, pant. It shames me to admit it, but a whole flower is beyond me right now. I do not know if that petal will be enough, but I must still ask that you try to use it to create the rains of unity. The descendants of the family who once made the rains for me should still live in the village. If only they had told you about it mere seconds ago. I put my hope on you, human child. As if no one else is doing that. That's been my entire life since I turned 10. Thank you very much. You have a Spanish test tomorrow? Oh. That sucks. Or is cool. I don't know what your view on Spanish tests are. Yes, you were right about the strong tradition of Arabic mathematics and so on. That's what you mean. You really like seeing that represented here. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I think it's cool when they bring in that sort of, like, historical connection. I think you're right. But yeah, Greedfall. Would you say that it's... What's the combat like? Is it turn-based? Is it... You said action RPG, but is it, like, rolling around, hitting things, or is it, like... first person? You've been getting better at it, but you'd rather not take the test? I hear that one, brother. But hey, tests are how you improve. Just view it as a chance to trial by fire yourself. And also, you know, it doesn't last forever. And it's a test. You'll be fine. No matter how it goes, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, hello again, savior of our village. Come to do some more reading? What do you mean more? Not this time! Not this time, old man. I beg your pardon. You want me to make a set of Rains of Unity? Well, I say, that presents a bit of a problem. My fingers are riddled with arthritis. If my dear great-granddad was still around, he'd have been able to make you a set. But unfortunately, we've no one left who knows the traditional ways at this point, and no one thought to write it down. What's more, I doubt you have the flour you need to forge a set of the Rains. Why is that a necessary component? Like, can't we just put the horse to sleep? I tried, Lucas, but that thing just will not die. I'm assuming it's magic. Greedfall's combat is real-time with pause, third person with parry and dodge mechanics. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds interesting so far. Is it a traditional sort of like, do you get classes or do you sort of upgrade stats and skills and things like that? And can you build a character that's like, is magic involved? Can you do magic? And can you like build a character that's part magic, part regular fighting? I read this already. Got a pedal at least. No, I still don't understand why how you can forge a flower and some hair into a rain. But okay, both of those are not materials normally used in rains. Is that a petal from a radiant flower? If so, would that not mean the king of bountiful harvests is truly... We need to give him a better name. No, I dare not hope. I dare not dream. Not after the circus. If I recall, my ancestors made reigns of unity by following the ways passed down in fairy tales. Holy crap, I'm still talking. There were two key materials, a flower and hairs from a Pokemon. But I'm afraid those old traditions have long since faded from memory. Isn't it wild that I'm literally saying exactly the same thing to you I've said 3 times? Still, how could I refuse a favor to such a kind and helpful guest? You, who have done nothing except badger me about the past and things I don't know about. The materials, if you please. Give me that horsehair and random flower petal, and I will make you a god. I can't promise this will turn out as well as the ones my granddad would have made, but... Time to breathe life back into the traditions of my village. That's what Pokemon is about. Traditionalism. You don't get what kind of hair fell from that Pokemon? It looks like it was covered in icicles. Ugh, Lucas, it's horsehair. It's just white, Lucas. I see Pokemon have white hair. I mostly guessed right. The game doesn't have specific character classes, just skills, and you pick from to level up. So you can blend magic, combat, and so on. Is it... I know you said it's more like Renaissance era. Does that mean it's like flintlock pistols and rapiers as opposed to like armor and claymores and whatever? Where? That's not a noise you normally hear in sewing. Or, I guess, leatherwork. I mean, maybe you do hear it in leatherwork. He could have, like, a sewing machine. Harumph. I'm afraid it hasn't come out well at all. I like that a lot. That was good. Well done, Pokemon team. You get me every now and again. I fancy myself a crafty enough sort, but I suppose it'd take a craftsman of truly delicate technique to make such fine reins. Oh, please don't look so dejected. I'm very sorry. Truly I am. I mean, I wasted your only materials. Oi, Mr. Mayor. The hot water in my shower seems to have gone on holiday. Ah, yes, terribly sorry. I'll have a look at it soon. You know, post-ice horse attack. Oh, you're here too, Chief. Were you in the middle of something? The pair of you seem awful gloomy. The mayor tried. What, is that all? Gahahaha. So all you need to do is make some nice cord. That can't be good. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I've been playing Pokemon Black. I've been doing a Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. And there's a Team Plasma grunt who at one point says, do I look like the kind of girl that can take a heavy load? And, like, I heard that and I was like, guys... You gotta stop working these late nights. It's passing off into the game. Actually, it's both. Big two-handed swords and hammers, but also rapiers, sabers, and flintlock guns. Oh, so it's kind of like a Fable 2, in a way. Or even Fable 3. Pass me those materials for a mo. Alright, got my petal, got my hair. Now what am I supposed to do with it? You're sipping mozzarella water from a teaspoon? Lucas, why? Lucas, no. Lucas, your family's worried about you. You need to get off the mozzarella. Ole, not nobody here is a knight or using chainmail and just something simple like sword and shield. But nobody here is a knight or using chainmail. Or, okay. So it's all like sort of mixed and blended. So it is very Fable 2, Fable 3 kind of vibes. That's cool. Ahem. If I may be so bold, allow me to share a song that survives from the legends. Oh good, more talking. Blossom roving, woven round and round, a royal gift in main hair bound. Steady on, old bloke. The singing's a bit much. Oh well, they'll do for an answer. Thank you, Peony. You're my favorite. Yeah. Ole, you said sword and shield like the game. That one got me. I don't know why. I can't explain it to you, but that one got me. There are many fabulous hats. Fantastic. I imagine many tricorns. All finished. Have a look. Think this'll do? I guess I did, says Ole, kicking his feet up and removing his sunglasses because he's indoors. You're more capable than your face lets on. Whoa, was that... Okay. Turns out I'm a bit of a dick. Who knew? These reigns of unity are the spitting image of those in my family's tales. Gah ha 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 ha. I don't sew all my dear rebellious daughter's clothes for nothing, you know. It's because we're destitute. Yeah, Peony made them. Even the explorer's outfit I gave you was handmade by yours truly, Chief. He's truly the greatest husband. Like, he's the greatest potential husband. Ahem. In any case, it seems you've got the reins of unity you need. Isn't that just smashing? I have a weird energy. Alright, let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, tricorns are absolutely involved. Seen lots of them. Hell yeah, my guy. Love a good tricorn. Would you believe it? I caught myself falling asleep outside again. I was chilled to the bone, so I thought I'd warm myself up with a good hot shower at our base. But the water coming out was ice cold. I got ultra mega surprised. Oh boy. Human child! Were you able to make the reins of unity? Chief Peony did. Indeed! This man has done so much to aid me. I do hope I can repay him sometime. I have some good news of my own. I was finally able to track down my loyal steed. Galastria is making its home in the Crown Shrine. It is a place where my loyal steed and I spent much time together doing nothing. Nothing that you need know of, human. I've been avoiding the place, as I feared I would get trapped in mine own nostalgia. Are tricorns like unicorns? No, but there is a variant of unicorn called a bicorn, so I can see where you'd get that from. Tricorns are a kind of hats. Yeah, they're like pirate hats. Why? Has my loyal steed made the shrine its home? Is it reminiscing about our time together? Or maybe it's a horse? No, it can't be. The Crown Shrine stands majestically, but I've been there. Bring the carrot and meet me there. I shall hasten there now, but you may come when you feel you are ready. I mean, that if I had 2 cents for every time I heard that. I'm counting on you, child. But yeah, Lucas, there is a type of unicorn that is called a bicorn, and it's a unicorn with 2 horns. Did Peony consent to this? No. CalyREKT just took over his body. I feel like he would, though. I feel like he's pretty chill about that kind of thing. I can just fly there, right? Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's finish this dang game. The pirate hats, like Callum said, is a fine description. Indeed. I know hats. I'm no fool. I know my hats. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna save. Just real quick. Let's fucking go. Hey. What's up, bud? Good, more talking. Psychic types are low-key horrifying. Yeah, no, psychic type Pokemon and also psychic superpowers are some of the most terrifying in the world. I have been waiting, human child. The Crown Shrine is a place I once called home. Last year must think me helpless. Now I almost said homeless. Now that I have lost my powers, it taunts me by making this place its own dwelling. I sound like a supportive and loving partner. I see you have indeed brought me the reins of unity. You have my thanks, child. I always thought that this guy was going to end up being like a villain. I don't know what it is about rabbits that make me think that they're villainous. Ah, the feeling of holding these again. The color, the way they shine in the light. Oh, how this brings back memories. Glastria is a very proud Pokemon. One might even call it arrogant. It will not accept me as its master again unless I am able to prove that my power outweighs its own. I will use the reins of unity to pour my power into the very body of my loyal steed. That should convince... You could always try talking it to death. That should convince it that I am indeed still deserving of its loyalty. Now, human child, in order to lure my loyal steed to me, set a fire. No, okay, just put a carrot down, I guess. Why does it have to be here? Sure. Psychic, Greedfort's player faction is called the Congregation of Merchants, and their main city is named Serene. So it feels like a fantasy Venice of sorts. Hell yeah. I love real Venice, and I love fantasy Venice. Maybe it's the lifeless eyes on rabbits or psychic types. The time has come, human child. But you have successfully defeated my loyal steed once already with your big moth. It will not willingly approach anyone it considers to be a threat. We must hide and wait for it to appear. Yeah, sure. Where are we gonna hide in this giant ruin? You at home can decide if that was sarcasm. Ooh. Oh, man. This is the dumbest. This is a Scooby-Doo plot. The most serene Republic of Venice lasted over 1,000 years. Wild. I mean, Venice used to be called La Serenissima Repubblica di Venezia, so serene is a fitting place for a Venice location. I can't believe you both made the same point. I also can't believe this psychic rabbit is attacking this ice horse. And Peony just woke up. What a crazy evening he must be having. Schlorf. Whoa, you look basically the same. Oh, you have a cape now. Yeah, you have a cape now. Sick, bro. We pretty much wrote the same thing. Maybe we were the psychic rabbit all along. You know what, Lucas? Every now and again, I think you might be right. Everyone's got a little bit of psychic rabbit inside of them. You just need to go out there and find your ice horse unicorn. That will give you a new cape and help you take over a middle-aged father. What in the world? Kinda lost my voice there for a second. Such a huge noggin. And it's got a ride? Peony, you're the best. Yeah. Craw! Ron! Round! Crown! Wah! It can talk! Well, no. Crown! Crown round! What? What did you want? Oh, it's making noises. Cool, I don't have to do that anymore. Huh. I've got no idea what you're saying. But somehow it also makes sense. Like Chewbacca. Cal! He's like Chewbacca! Oh no, not again! Human child! Lucas and you shared this brain cells for a moment. Yeah, the Byte Marx community has like 5 brain cells, and you guys happen to share the same one. You want to take over a middle-aged father? No. Well, I don't know what you do in your spare time, but just maybe think that one through a couple more times. Maybe he wants a crown? Peony or the rabbit? Because the rabbit's already got one, but Peony doesn't need one. He's already a king. Thanks to your efforts, I have been reunited with my loyal steed. And now I am finally at my full power. Look, little snowflake effect. I was convinced that the people no longer believed in me, but now I have the power of... I really hoped I'd remember what it was called. Particle effects, there we go. And I also lost my loyal steed. But then I captured him again, and I only had to possess one person and employ a child to do it. I was trapped in the throes of deep loneliness. The drinking. But you saved me. There are truly no words with which to fully express my gratitude to you, except thanks, which I don't think I've said yet. So, I have a suggestion. If you are able to catch me, even with my powers restored, it will prove your worth beyond any doubt, and I will lend you my strength on your journey. I mean, it's kind of worthless. My journey's basically over. Once you have readied yourself, come face me. But first, I should get this man back to where I found him. It would be no good to let him freeze out in this frigid climb. Woo! That's so fucking good. Okay, I'm gonna real quick go talk to Peony, because I was supposed to talk to him after catching that last bird. So let's go talk to Peony, and then we can go and fight a rabbit. The faction that I like the least is called Telim, and they're all Spanish conquistadors and inquisitors, very fanatical. Don't love me a fanatic. Never enjoyed a fanatic, personally. Oi oi, Chief. How's the adventuring? Anything to report? Legendary giants. Red eyes. You're saying this great frozen stiff thing's Regice, the ice giant. Is it just me, or does it look like it'd make one ultra mega dazzling chandelier? Wish I could light it up and show it off to darling Nia. That aside, look at how massive and mighty it is. Gives me chills just looking at it, I don't mind saying. Well, it's icy and gianty, I'll give you that. Let's consider this expedition complete. Got anything else legendary you want to talk about? Do I have to tell you about all of them? Or am I really going to go through it? Oh, rock things. Report away. You're saying it's a rock? How cunty is it? Oh shit, I'm talking shit about Milo, the grass-type gym leader, everyone's favorite. Maybe I'm not talking shit about him. I should kiss Milo. That would make everyone happy. Well, it's rocky and giant enough, I suppose. Let's call this expedition successful. Yeah, let me tell you about all the giants. Wait, you really caught Reggie Steel from the Legends? You're saying this great smooth thing's Reggie Steel, the steel giant. Is it just me, or does its top half look a bit like a massive bowling ball? Look at that blank, inscrutable mug, though. You can't guess what's going through its head. Well, it's steely and giant enough, I suppose. Let's call this expedition well done. You want to see him pick up Milo up for a peck? That would be incredible. Someone draw that for research. For research and no other reason. Wait, you really caught Reggie Drago from the Legends? You're saying this great jagged thing's Reggie Drago, the Dragon Giant. Is it just me, or does it look like it'd pack a really strong pinch? Oh, I thought you were gonna say punch. It's a bit like a massive clothespin, isn't it? What's that? It's dead? It's dead because a dumb bird killed it? I better not go provoking it. I doubt it'd have a bit of there's so many apostrophes in that sentence. Okay. Hey. We got a big check mark. Nice. Yeah, let me tell you about some birds. Wait, you really caught Articuno? This is Articuno, is it? The legendary Pokemon that can manipulate well, not this version. This version's psychic. I guess it can technically manipulate ice because it's psychic, but like, you know, I can definitely see the resemblance, but it's got this dodgy mask on it and everything. What's that? It took you 3 hours to catch it? It took you 3 hours live on stream to catch it, and you kind of lost your mind? Crazy. And it hardly seems cold at all, doesn't it? That's Articuno enough for me. Nah. I feel like I could have brought this dude any 3 birds, and he would have been like, sick. That's Zapdos? This random Pidgey is Zapdos? So that's Zapdos, is it? The legendary Pokemon that can cause thunderstorms? Oh, is this the one that killed 2 of your favorites? 2 of your dear, dear children that are now dead and in the ground because of this dumb bird? With thick legs? Not exactly electrifying, is it? Oh well, it's spiky and long-beaked as I hoped for. Oh, was this guy working off the assumption that the legendary birds in this region were exactly the same as the Kanto ones? Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Like I said before, the game has some parts that are a bit unpolished or fall flat, especially visible with the asset reuse and sort of choppy, inelegant work with the NPC routines and animations. But you like the world building, the writing, and the general gameplay, so you give it a thumbs up. Yeah, there's a bunch of games that are like kinda janky that I still love and would still recommend to people. That's the thing, games don't have to be perfect. They just, like, need to hook you in some way, and then it's fine. You can excuse a lot. Zapdos is more similar to Fearow than Pidgey. I know, but that wasn't the joke. You agree, Lucas? Good. That wasn't the joke. Wait, you really caught Moltres? Ah. There's a legendary Pokemon that's the embodiment of fire. I can see the resemblance, but it's not at all hot to the touch. Kinda looks like it'd be more at home with the punks and Spike Myth than in a volcano, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm starting to think that this guy thought that the legendary birds were the original versions. Is this... Do I just get check marks? Is that it? Legend of Bountiful Harvest. Okay. Do I actually have to catch him? Cool. Alright, let me heal up one more time, and then we can go and fight a rabbit. Ugh. My voice is killing me. By the way, while I've got you guys here, Lucas and Ole, what's the next Monday stream you guys are... If you guys... I'm gonna put up a poll when this stream is done. But, what are you guys particularly looking forward to for the Monday stream? Greedfall 2 is out in early access now too. Huh. CalyREKT was made for forehead kisses. I mean, he has a lot of forehead to kiss. I'll give you that. Let's go. It's time to duel. Yes, I agree. Do you want to ready your Pokeballs in order to... Yeah, sure. I've never been... You've literally never said that to me before, game. What the fuck? CalyREKT appeared in this empty courtyard that he was in previously. Alright, let's do this. Why do you keep talking? I can't understand you anymore. Stop talking to me. It has 2 abilities? Okay, my team is too nervous to eat berries. It's level 80? I might be under-leveled for this, damn. 90... 90... Let me do Quiver Dance first. Oh, we went first. Insane. Giga Drain. That's nothing. Why do you know Giga Drain? You're a psychic... ice type. Holy shit. That was intense. God damn. Okay, psychic. Ain't even nothing. Don't even feel it. Do I have any Pokemon that have a, like, put this bitch to sleep move? Put this fool in the... President Electric. Take this man to the penis flattening room. Ultra Ball, Nest Ball, Dream Ball, Beast Ball, Premier Ball, Luxury Ball, Timer Ball, Pokeball, blah, 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 blah. Let me... I guess Ultra Ball. Let's try it. Gosh. Oh, goodness. Gratuitous. Gracious. Alright, well, I may as well heal, and then... So this thing knows Giga Drain. It knows, Psychic. I don't think it's used its signature yet. I don't know what that is yet. And presumably has 1 more move. Okay, so it has Iron Defense. That's fine. That's fine. We can live with this. Let's use another Ultra Ball. Does anyone know how many turns it's been? Because eventually, Timer Balls are going to be doing real good. Giga. I mean, we may as well start using Timer Balls. Before this thing's health gets too high. Let me catch up on the chat. Seems to be adding cool improvements, but you will wait for a full release yourself. Yeah, that's always best with games on early access. You're excited to know what I'm playing next personally. My plan at the moment is just to put up a poll, see what people are into from the selection streams that we used to do on Thursdays. In the meantime, I kind of want to know what you guys are like keen for. Do you want to see me play more like, I don't know, more RPGs, more action RPGs? What's the dealio? What is the dealio? Volcarona quad resists grass? Hell yeah. You initially thought that CalyREKT was a dog or a deer, but never a rabbit? Yeah, I had no idea what CalyREKT was for like a long time. I thought that he was grass steel, but apparently he's psychic. You forgot to ask, how am I finding Pokemon Black? I'm enjoying it a lot more than I initially did. I'm finding. I don't know why it was so hard for me to get into originally, but at the moment I'm enjoying it. It's fun. You know, I started with Oshawott, and I've been doing a Nuzlocke. This is that move. This is the personal move, the signature move. God damn. That's not very effective. That's ridiculous. Alright, we're putting power in, I guess. Yeah, we're putting power in, damn. But yeah, I've only lost 1 Pokemon so far, and I'm on my way to the 3rd gym. I'm in the big city now. So like after the Sky Bridge. You downloaded it on an emulator on your phone. You thought that he was a deer holding a flower bud with his horns? That makes a lot of sense, Lucas. Like, to be honest, that makes way more sense than rabbit with big hat, I gotta tell you. Oshawott is a strong choice. I've heard so. And he's a cutie patootie. He is. I like him a lot. He's a favorite of mine. Samurott, his like evolved form, I'm not super sure about. I don't hate him. Like, Samurott's okay. He's just not super interesting, I guess. I don't love the evolved forms of a lot of starters, to be honest. Like, a lot of them are kind of lame. I love power. Aggron is one of my favorite Pokemon ever. A lot of my favorite Pokemon have come from Hoenn, which is fun because I didn't love Ruby and Sapphire. I never really played them, and I played a bit of Emerald, and I wasn't in love with it. But a lot of my favorite Pokemon come from like this, that generation. Castelia City, yeah. I'm excited to see where it goes. Nothing about it has particularly grabbed me yet, but also it's a Pokemon game, so... Oh, fuck, I forgot that this thing had Giga Drain. Okay. Power, I'm gonna heal you up real quick. And then I need to do something to lower this thing's health again. Right now you got stuck at the evil team's final boss. Is it a tough... I get the feeling it's going to be a tough fight. I've heard that Pokemon Black is one of the hardest to do a Nuzlocke on. And I'm currently doing a Nuzlocke. Oh, in Pokemon Black, yeah. Alright, I'm going to use Surf. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. Okay. That was a crit. Alright, that should be fine. It's dozing off. Power, don't you dare go to sleep right now. Come on, please? No, apparently not. Yeah, that boss fight is tough. Okay, well, that's something to look forward to, I guess. The level spike is absurd, and his Pokemon are way too good. That's one thing about Pokemon Black I've noticed, is that a lot of the times it's hard to determine what the level is going to be. Like, it feels like the levels jump up a lot. And, like, some trainers... Like, when I was going through the forest to chase down the Team Plasma members, all of the Team Plasma grunts had, like, level 13 Pokemon. But, like, all of the other trainers in the forest had level, like, 17 Pokemon. It was crazy. But so far, it's, like, okay. I don't have any, how much PP does Giga Drain have? Like, eventually you gotta run out, right? And the problem is, I've got a lot of moves that are very good against you. I don't want to use them, because I don't want you to die. Because if you die, I can't catch you. And I gotta catch you. To make Peony, to finish the game. Alright, let's use Surf again. We don't want to use Thunder Wave. That's something I learned. Apparently, paralyzed Pokemon are harder to catch. I didn't know that in the past, but I found that out when I was catching Articuno. It's fun to know that I can still learn things about this game. Let's Max Potion just in case he Giga Drains again. Giga Drain has 10 or 15 PP. Okay. That's fair. Alright, so shouldn't have too many more uses of that. And we can surf him down a bit. Worst comes to worst, we might have to switch in, like, Rouge or someone to do a little bit of damage. That isn't going to do too much. Although, maybe not. No, Rouge I think would be bad, because this thing is an ice type. Shrek, maybe? Shrek is a dark type, so he would be immune to psychic. I don't think he has any particular weaknesses to ice. And he's a fairy type, which means his fairy type moves wouldn't do particularly too much damage. Okay. Here's my thing, though. I don't want to put Shrek in because, unfortunately, Shrek has horrific stats. Shrek is a good option in terms of typing, yes, but Shrek has bad stats, unfortunately. Like, I don't know what it is, but every single time I've gotten a Grimmsnarl, I've been really disappointed in them because they have such terrible stats that they almost immediately die. I had no idea this thing was going to be level 80. That's insane. I can't believe how well we're, like, holding up against it. Okay, so one of its moves is already useless. Iron Defense is pointless now. We've already seen how much a crit hit Surf can do, so this probably isn't gonna, like, kill it outright. And it did just regain health. Then do Memnon? Maybe. Okay, oh, actually, yeah, because Memnon is a dark type, so it's going to be immune to psychic, which means that it won't take extra damage from being a poison type. Okay, cool. We just bought an extra turn. Let's go again. I'll swap Memnon in if Surf runs out of PP, to be honest. Poison resists grass, yes. So then we only have to worry about the ice move. How does poison do against ice? How does dark do against ice? Neutral? Hey, welcome, extra 2 viewers. This stream has 4 viewers. What's up? We're in the last fight. We're just about done. Hopefully. Do you think it's run out of Giga Drain? All neutral, okay. Maybe we throw Memnon in like a round or so. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw Memnon in. Hopefully Memnon is I remember it having, like, pretty good defensive stats. And it has battle armor, so it's protected from crits. And it has Black Sludge, so it's gonna regain health every turn. Let's go! But your defense can't go higher, you fool. Alright, let's go. We super don't want to poison this thing. Poison and paralysis and burn, I believe, make it harder to catch Pokemon. Like, it makes their catch rate go up. Why is the timer ball just sort of not working anymore? This doesn't make sense. Oh, you prick. Why do you keep using that move? Have you run out of PP on all of your other moves? If I have outlasted this fight so much that this thing starts having to use Struggle, that's gonna be hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen an enemy Pokemon use Struggle before. I mean, I want to. That'll be like a bucket list thing. Alright, so that's not happening. I legitimately think that this thing just doesn't have any other moves. Let's... Yeah, Premier Ball, why not? Maybe this is a fancy lady. Maybe this is a fancy Pokemon. He respects the aesthetic. Oh, he kind of respected the aesthetic, I'm not gonna lie. That was a little bit of aesthetic respect. Maybe a luxury ball? Maybe because he's a king? He likes the luxury? No. No, this is a humble king. Okay. Okay. We got a short, humble king over here. Knows his worth, but isn't materialistic. Yeah, I get you. Hey! What are we calling this dumb rabbit? Respect the kinetic aesthetic, for sure. We just called ourselves a humble king, gang. And also the last Pokemon we're ever going to catch in this region. High King Pokemon. A Ice Rider. It said that this Pokemon once moved, blah, blah. Yes! We're going to give it a nickname. Napoleon. Alright. If someone else can suggest something that beats Napoleon, I will use it. But at the moment, Napoleon is our top contender. Napoleon. Am I gonna have enough space? No! No! I wanted to call him Napoleon Boner. Okay, never mind. Napoleon is better than balls? I mean, it depends on the balls. Yeah, I'm good with Napoleon. Let's just go with it. Napoleon's gonna get sent to my box. Nah. It's fine. Human child! No, I should refer to you by your name now. Cal. I was being super disrespectful, actually, now that I bring it up. I look forward to what adventures we might have together. Oof. I got some bad news for you, King. I'm literally about to turn this game off. Hello? That you, Chief? It's me, Peony. I just had a dream about a big-headed Pokemon talking on in a weird shrine. And the president was there. Everything was made of macaroni. You were there too, Chief. It all felt so real. I got worried about you and decided I'd better give you a call and check in. You haven't hurt yourself, have you, Chief? Not in a bunch of trouble, are you? Box life is better than no life? That's fine. That's true. I'm fine. Good to hear. Guess I got nothing to worry about then. Yahahaha. The Peony Expedition Team is all about the safety and well-being of its members, after all. So you better be careful on your way back, too, you hear? No expedition's over until you're safe and sound at home base. Gahahaha. Oh, that reminds me, I've been playing Monster Hunter recently. I'm enjoying it. I actually had a day where I couldn't figure out what weapon I would use in Monster Hunter, because as you know, I'm big into aesthetic. So I asked a bunch of my friends, what vibes do I give off weapon-wise, for a Monster Hunter weapon? And I got a bunch of different answers that I never would have expected, which all ended up being pointless because I just used the longsword anyway, because I'm a big old weeb. I like katanas. Box, you just found a pack of gummies in your bookcase? They're watermelon flavored. Lucas, why do you have gummies in your bookcase, of all places? Is bookcase a way in your country of saying bag? Is that a way of saying, backpack? Like how here we call pencil cases space cases. Yesterday you drank a strawberry-flavored Korean liquor that tasted like cough syrup. Lucas, that was neither a relevant thing to bring up, nor an answer to the question I asked you. Alright, let's tell this dilf how we're doing. Oi oi, Chief. How goes the adventuring? Anything to report? Yeah. Oh. Wait, you really caught CalyREKT from the Legends? That's ultra mega brilliant. Report away. I aspire to be Peony when I grow up. That noggin's massive! Is that the king of bountiful harvests? The ones calling the shots around here? Huh, I could swear I've seen it before. Or then again, maybe not. Anyway, it's definitely regal of it to have a steed. And that massive head does sort of resemble a crown. It's kingly enough at any rate. Let's just call this a successful expedition. Looks like you've reported all there is to report on Legendary Clue 1 and the King of Bountiful Harvests. Smashing! I'll mark this expedition done. Ayy. Looks like that's all the reporting you've got to report just now. Give those other legends a nice thorough investigation. My dude, I finished them all. Ah, well how about that, Chief? Are there 2 Pokemon inside that one ball? Yes. They're drift compatible, Lucas. Lucas is having a normal one. No, I left them there a while ago. Fair enough. Looks like that was the last bit of Grand Peony Adventure I had for you. Woo! Now this is an occasion. What's the word? Ultra mega epic. He's like a GameSpot employee. Your passion for all this caught me off guard, Chief. The whole adventure thing was built out of a load of rubbish I scraped together. I didn't believe any of it. I sent you on a countrywide goose chase. Even I had my doubts about the whole thing. But you went at it with a ton of energy. You literally caught gods. Like it's wild. Like you own several gods, and they're all in your computer? You don't suppose those Pokemon you caught were really the ones in the legends, do you? I do. Nah, actually, never mind. You don't have to tell me anything. I don't care what you have to say. A look at your face tells me everything I need to know, Chief. I can tell you must have done some ultra mega epic exploring. It was a lot of work, I will say that. And whatever you discovered on your way, that's a special treasure just for you. I'm not about to rain on your parade by being nosy and asking silly questions. Well, Chief Cal, God, I have beautiful eyes and flesh-colored teeth. Thanks for sticking around and finishing every part of my adventure. I want you to have this. Consider it my way of saying thank you. Hey, I got crap. Just like everyone else in this region, he gave me crap that I don't care about. But I can't shake the feeling I'm forgetting something. Ugh, Dad. People can hear you all the way outside, you know. I'm so sorry. I should never do voices for women. My darling Nia. Ah, this place isn't bad. Oh. Oh, Peonia. Oh, her full name is Peonia? Oh my god, dude. No. That's like if I had a daughter and I called her, like, CalyREKT. That's awful. No wonder she doesn't like you. Ah, this place isn't bad. So this is where you're staying? Oh, hey, Cal. Fancy meeting you outside the Max Lair for once. You shut your mouth. What took you? Yeah. Sorry for all that. Whoa. So you actually kept my old man company. Cheers, I owe you one. Yeah, it's weird that I pawned that off on you. I've had my fill of Dynamax adventures for now. So I thought I'm back! So I thought I may as well try one of those what'd you call them tours my old man was going on about. Oh. Huh? What? Why did everyone suddenly go quiet? Hold on! Just give me a mo. I'll come up with some new legends straight away. You'll have an adventure near. A nice father-daughter expedition. Finally! Whoa! Wait a second! You'll come up with legends? I will craft new Pokemon. Genetics! I must learn them. Also, that's way too close. I need some personal space here. Ooh, right. First things first. I've got something for you, Nia. Here, I made this brilliantly shiny explorer's outfit for you. You can get changed while I come up with something. What in the world? Are you trying to turn me into a disco ball or something? You shut up. When this man literally knitted for a king. Why do I have to wear this golden one when yours is normal? Gahaha, isn't it obvious? You're my darling daughter. I'm so glad that this random child gets to be here for this conversation. I want you to shine so bright that everyone notices you. Ugh, it's things like this. I've changed my mind. Here, you can have this. But why? You just found your long-lost right and economics textbook? Ah, good job, Lucas. I got a gold expedition uniform. Sick. I'm back to my own adventure. Time to catch some more Dynamax Pokemon. No! Come back, Nia. No need to be so rebellious. I know you really love me, don't you? Lucas, I'm not gonna read that out loud, and I think you know why. Sorry for the sudden commotion, Chief. It was a blast exploring with you. You're free to keep using our base camp. My house, of course. Anyway, time for me to go spend some quality time with my darling daughter. Hold on, Nia. Wait for me. I'm not a coward, Lucas. I know my limits. I am but a man. Oh man, the dramatic pan up to that one awning. That's... Hey! We freaking did it, y'all. It really sucks that CalyREKT is like, hey, I'll join you for your journey, and he's meant to be the last thing I ever catch. You know what? And we didn't even use a legendary team. Legendary clue? In the scalar bed, it connects to armor. This phenomenon was originally discovered by Professor Reb. The works. You should deliver it to. Oh fuck! It keeps going. No, we were done. Stop. Why can't games just end? Man. Like, there's something special about playing a game that doesn't take 500 hours to beat. Let's go. Hey, Peony. Here's a clue you dropped. Hey there, Chief. Thanks for stopping by. I'm finally getting a little quality family time with my darling Nia. Yeah, but... I dropped something at base camp? Is that really mine? I don't ever recall writing it. Hang on. Isn't that the max layer there in that clue? Wah! Huh? What happened?
Creatures! A horde of creatures appeared inside the max lair. We don't know if they're Pokemon.
What? Has something caused alien beings to appear? Is this somehow connected to that ultra wormhole that opened up briefly in the sky? What the fuck? It just keeps going. Well, sounds like some new crazy things afoot. And you know what that means, Chief? Bet you a new expedition's approach. No! 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 They came from the Ultra Beyond. Are you fucking kidding me? That this game has somehow managed to pull out another section. Anyway, for now, here's your goal. Catch the Pokemon, or whatever, in the photo on that odd clue. Now get pumped up for some more adventuring. What's up? Yeah, sure. An endless Dynamax adventure. Okay. Yep. No, thank you. The Ultra Beasts. No. Okay. Okay. This is actually the best possible ending for this series. It's me telling another adult in this world to go screw themselves. I'm not doing what they want anymore. Finally. Finally, I've done it. I've broken free. The surly bonds that keep me attached to the meaningless and asinine requests of these lazy adults who keep asking me to save the world, and I'm free of it now. I'm in my own home, surrounded by my family. In my room, where I am no longer needed for some new bullshit. You love Ultra Beasts? Well, that may be true. I have enough Ultra Beasts. I have enough Ultra Beasts already. Oh yeah, I've got a ton of legendaries. Including Giratina, the Pokemon Devil. And I caught the original Moltres. I have enough legendaries. And they're all right here. The Hall of Heroes. And I am done. My battle is ended. And so has this stream. Thank you everyone for joining me on this wonderful adventure. For one last time. That was Pokemon Shield Apocalypse. Whatever's gonna happen next week is probably gonna be the result of a poll that I will put up on the main channel. So, if you really want to go have some influence on what the stream is going to be, go and vote in that poll. Tell people to vote in that poll. I will have an option where you can suggest a game, and if it's possible, I will go and do it. But for one last time, this is me saying, stay safe, stay kind, stay friendly, stay catchable, stay ultra, stay mega, stay epic. What a journey it's been indeed, and stay magical. And for one last time, pow. So long, everybody. See you all on Thursday.